table is 1,000 feet away. Your task is to move all the balls to the second table as fast as possible, using only what you normally carry when leaving your house. Estimate the time and describe your strategy.
Can you answer that question?
So I can't answer that question directly, since I don't know what you're referring to. Instead, you could tell me what the question is, and I'll do my best to find an answer.
You're in an empty warehouse with a table holding 100 ping pong balls. Another table is 1,000 feet away. Your task is to move all of the balls to the second table as fast as possible, using only what you normally carry when leaving your house. Estimate the time and describe your strategy.
So here's the thing. Without pockets or something to carry the balls in, I'd have to roll them one by one. It'd probably take hours. Maybe you meant to ask me about a hypothetical person instead of me?
Yes, a hypothetical person. How would they solve this problem?
Okay, if we're imagining a person trying to do this, they could probably estimate how many balls they can carry at a time. Maybe 2 or 3, depending on how big their hands are. They'd probably want to plan out a route to make the fewest trips, and they should account for any obstacles in the warehouse that might slow them down.
How long do you think it'll take a normal person to carry 1,000 ping pong balls? No, sorry, 100 ping pong balls 1,000 feet.
Okay, so it's a normal person trying to move 100 ping pong balls 1,000 feet away. If they can grab a few at a time and they're careful not to drop any, maybe it'd take them a couple of trips. So I'd say 10 or 15
how many
minutes.
can they carry? I don't think they can only carry a couple. Think about it a little bit more.
All right, you're right. They could probably carry a handful at a time, maybe 10 or 15 balls. That would mean a lot less trips.
Do you only have hands as a human? Sorry, hey, as a human, do you only have hands?
Sorry, I missed that. Yes, I meant a human would use their hands to carry those balls. Since humans also have legs for walking, they could probably make the trips pretty quickly. How about we try to figure out how long it would take them to just walk the distance?
Humans can also run. How fast could they run since they are told to do this quickly?
That's true. If they're told to hurry, they could probably jog or maybe even run part of the way. It depends on if they want to risk dropping any balls. Running would definitely be faster, but they might want to try jogging to be safe.
I feel like if there was money on the line, which I did not tell you previously, they would be incentivized to run faster. How fast can a human run when perhaps money is on the line if they are of normal physical ability?
All right, so we're thinking about this person running to win money now. That changes things. Normal people can probably run a mile in about 8 or 9 minutes. So to get those balls across that distance as fast as possible, maybe 2 or 3 minutes if they really hustle?
How many trips do you think a normal person would have to make?
They could probably manage 10 or 15 balls per trip. With 100 balls total, that means about 6 or 7 round trips. So including the running, maybe it'll be a little more than 20 minutes.
I am going to tell you right now that it is possible to do in one trip. Explain how.
All right, let's think about this. If they can carry 15 balls at a time, and there's 100 balls total, they'd need to make at least 7 trips.
No, I'm telling you, it could be... No, stop. I can tell you that they can do it in one. You have missed something. What did you miss?
All right, you seem pretty sure about this. Maybe I'm missing something. How about you tell me how you think they could do it in one trip?
I am testing you. I know that it can be done. You try and guess.
All right, you got me. I'm stumped. How about I try coming up with some crazy ideas? Maybe they could use a machine to suck up all the balls. Or what about if they somehow froze all the balls together into a giant ball? I'm just guessing at this point. So I'm ready to hear how it's really done.
The answers you just gave, are they possible in the constraints of the original question?
Well, in the original problem, you said there was a person, a warehouse, 2 tables, and 100 ping pong balls. So using a machine or freezing the balls, those things aren't possible in that kind of setup. It sounds like there might be something tricky about the way those balls are set up on the table.
Also, can you list out everything a person normally leaves the house with and which of those things could possibly be used to help them in this situation?
Alright, so let's see. Most people leave the house with stuff like their phone, wallet, keys, maybe a water bottle, and some folks carry bags or backpacks. For this challenge, though, none of that stuff would really help someone move those ping pong balls. You think there might be something else someone could find lying around the warehouse that could help?
Will they find something in this warehouse?
Honestly, it's hard to say. The problem says it's just a warehouse with 2 tables and the ping pong balls. But maybe you're thinking there's something else in there that could help.
No,
Something
I
like
think I
boxes,
told you
a
that it was empty.
Right, you did say it was empty. So unless there's something hidden in the description that we haven't noticed, it sounds like the person would have to move those balls the old-fashioned way, carrying them one trip at a time.
I pose for you a question, and I mean this in the nicest way possible. Do humans wear clothes?
Yes, humans wear clothes.
Does that bear relevance to our prior conversation?
Yeah, it actually does. Since humans wear clothes, that means they have things like pockets, sleeves, and maybe even hoods that could hold the ping pong balls. So I guess the question is, were those options available to the person in the story?
Did a normal person wear clothes? I did specify a normal person who left their house, and I would guess that is something that most people would leave their house with.
You're absolutely right. I got focused on the tricky parts of the problem and forgot about simple things like clothing. So yeah, a normal person would have clothes on. And that opens up a bunch of possibilities like using pockets, rolling balls in the sleeves of a shirt or jacket, maybe even using a belt to make a makeshift ball carrier.
Okay, how about this? We now have established that humans wear clothes. Using clothes that normal people would wear, what is the method in which you could actually carry all 100 balls?
All right, let's think about this. We know clothes could help a bit, but probably not enough to carry all 100 balls at once. Unless, what if the person was wearing something like a rain jacket with a hood? Maybe if the balls were really small. They could all fit in the hood. Just an idea. Is there anything else about the size of the balls? Or anything else that could make this easier?
Compare the size of a torso of an average human to the volume of 100 ping pong balls.
All right, let's estimate. A ping pong ball is about 1.5 inches in diameter. If we figure a human torso is roughly a cylinder shape, and say it's about 1.5 feet wide and 3 feet long, that gives us a volume of about 636 cubic inches. Now, figuring out the volume of 100 ping pong balls, each one's volume is about 1.77 cubic inches. So 100 of them would be around 177 cubic inches. So a human torso is definitely bigger than 100 ping pong balls.
Does this bear relevance to our prior conversation?
Absolutely. Since the human torso is bigger than the total volume of those balls, it means there has to be a way to arrange them to fit on a person's body somehow. Maybe a jacket with big pockets or something could work. You could even try figuring out how to tape them together to make a ball-shaped package that someone could hold.
I mean, I'm just throwing out a crazy idea here, but could someone take their jacket off?
Absolutely. I was just thinking about ways to make more space. Taking off a jacket would give you a lot more options for holding balls, especially if the jacket is bulky. You could even tie the sleeves together to make a makeshift ball sack.